Hello, everyone.
Welcome in, everybody.
It's Tuesday. We're back.
Huge Tuesday. Great Tuesday.
Huge Tuesday.
Paint models.
Why is it so big?
It's
What'd
great.
you do?
It's a great Tuesday.
Did you like?
I got a lot done today.
That's
I feel
fair.
like.
That's fair.
How's everybody doing? We got Monument Phillip in here.
Monument Phillip?
Come
Filth?
on.
No, fifth. Oh. Definitely thought he said filth there for a second. I was like, what?
That's great.
Phillip, how dare you?
It is a Tuesday.
Filth.
It is a good Tuesday. How are we all doing in here?
How about filthup? There you go. Filthy Phil. That's Filthy Phil.
This video is sponsored by Tuesdays with Jordan Lamb.
Oh my gosh. It started already.
Nothing is started already.
Also, Christopher, you need the other tab up on the left-hand side, my dude.
Oh. The good man, his motto. That's right.
His motto. Oh, everyone. There's something very different about Christopher that's very exciting.
What's that?
You can't tell me you've forgotten already.
Ah!
Look at his head.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
That's true. I cut off all my hair, everybody.
No longer do we have the delicious,
I did, Ghost Hunter.
luxurious Christopher.
I did. I let it all be cut, which is good. Feels very freeing. I had long hair for 13 years, chat.
That's a long time to
Yes.
have long hair.
Yes. Feels amazing. It feels so weird, actually. Like, when
I
I woke
bet it
up this
does.
morning, I was like, I was like, oh my goodness.
Were you having a nervous breakdown?
No, it just was like when you go and you like touch your head and you're like, oh, just messing with your hair. It's just not there. So
Well, and you're used to like airing it out and letting it fly a little bit.
that's right. So that's nice of Fuse to sit in the producer's chair today. Oh, I'll take that as a compliment.
How's it going, everybody?
Now he is in my Rona. That's Dream Guide now. Yep, I see that there, Ghost Hunter. Have to go back to Fabio. How is everybody doing today? Today we've got Jordan painting on a Tuesday, because that's what day it is. And that is what the title of the stream is. And my name is Christopher. And here is Tuesday. My brain's a little fried.
Here's Tuesday.
My brain's a little fried,
Christopher,
chat.
are you okay?
Me?
Are you all right?
I have never not been okay.
Oh, hold on.
Jay, welcome in.
Hi, Jade. Hello, everyone.
Vector, welcome.
Who we got in here? We got Big Bobzilla. We got Ghost Hunter.
We
Jade,
got all
Vector,
kinds of people in here today.
Video game archaeologist.
That's right.
Paint
got
liquor.
Flapjack.
Slayer Street. Flapjack.
Philip is still here.
Oh God, what's that guy doing here?
Video archaeologists.
Yes,
Jade, I
Jade.
did. Yes. It is.
He done did it. He done did
It's
it.
been cut off. I did. Jade, it was 13 years of it. Thank you, Zombie. This has been a really good Tuesday. It's been a nice afternoon. Game delay.
We had a nice little excursion to Quick Trip for
That's right.
a pseudo lunch.
Game delay. I'm going to be paying careful attention to how to paint models on a Tuesday. That's right. Jade, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's the title of the stream, is how to paint models specifically on Tuesdays. There's a whole different way you paint on Tuesdays, if you guys didn't know. I didn't know this. Jordan gave me a 3-hour lesson today on how to paint on Tuesdays.
He's lying to you,
I was
Chad.
blown away.
He's
guys,
lying
it's-
to you.
Ooh,
Through
totally
his
different
teeth,
techniques.
He
actually
lying
paints
to
with
you.
his right hand on Tuesdays
Oh my gosh.
off of stream.
Wouldn't
so
that be a great challenge? Just like
I want you guys. We need a I need you guys to try to paint right-handed, which you guys probably could. It just would just take a little bit less time. D100 tutorials, paint like they're coming. That's all I can say. Yeah.
all right, let's see how much of this I can do before I have to stop.
So Jordan, what is this? What are you painting here? What are we painting?
Painting right-handed is what I'm doing.
Game delay. That is. Oh! He's painting right-handed, folks.
Yeah, I'm actually doing it.
Welcome in.
This is-
Bakamaru.
This is definitely uncomfortable.
15 months. Baka,
15
thank you.
months from the Bakamaru. What's up there, guy? How you doing?
He's painting. Jordan, you're scaring me with this right-handed business. You'd make my videoing a whole lot better if you painted with that.
This is really uncomfortable.
No, not today. Actually, the left-handed painting actually is very good for specifically models with the angles that we use. Right-handed, it's a little bit different, but
Yeah.
you're doing pretty well.
Yeah, I can hang. I'm not ambidextrous,
Yeah.
but I'm definitely like I have more control than not.
I see.
If that makes any sense. It definitely
So,
feels
Chad,
very
just to give you a
alien.
little bit of behind the scenes, Jordan and I filmed the YouTube shorts.
We do, yeah.
And welcome in, Tadpole.
I'm done with that. already.
And I'll do this thing where he, I have to like have him center up, and we got to stay in the focus and all that, yada yada. So I'm watching this now, and I'm like, Jordan, you gotta center up. You gotta center up.
Christopher,
You gotta
I get
center
it
up.
enough from you during the
That's
day.
right.
I don't need it when I'm on stream.
Yeah,
Actually,
Baka.
please do say it when I'm on stream.
Mata
Make sure
was a
everybody can see it.
space marine sushi. Oh, she was. She's a. My mom's a good lady. A good woman. Thank you. Recap. We actually just filmed one today.
We did.
You guys will be getting them tomorrow. We got a good one coming out tomorrow.
Ooh,
We're
tomorrow's
doing one tomorrow. And here's the thing, chap. Obviously, we want to make beneficial videos for you guys, but I learn quite a bit from when I get to watch Jordan paint those shorts, especially with the one tomorrow. I'll totally use that.
It's a great short. I'm really excited to share it with everybody. It's one of those ones where you record it and you're like, man, that is good, like really good content.
Yeah, I think
Right.
so. Like this one, because
Not that we don't do good content on the regular, but like there's some of those shorts that you record and you're like, man,
really
I
hit
think
home.
people are really gonna like resonate with
Yeah.
this. And that's the one that we have for tomorrow. So look out for our post tomorrow.
Yeah,
Or on 10
all
o'clock.
of them are good. All of our streams have oodles of content, but those shorts, I learned something.
It's
all
great.
the time.
It's very good.
All right, welcome in everybody.
Boosh.
Thank you again for
Man.
the compliment on the shorts. We love doing
Thank
them.
you. Yeah, we honestly they are a blast. It's what one of the the things that you wouldn't think about that I really love about our shorts and in the process of recording them is I kind of just get some solo hangout time with Chris where it's kind of like
nice.
low pressure. I mean, it's like we're recording something important, but we don't have to have
That's true.
audio. So
That's
you and I
true.
can kind of just like talk about painting and
That's right.
You know.
I ask you questions all the time. I'm like, oh
yeah, we usually have great conversations when we're in here.
What color are you doing there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're great. It's just a fun. It's kind of like being
good
able
time.
to like do work, but
Yeah.
also have like a substantive conversation about like the work, or
Yeah.
we can talk about other things that we're working on during work as well. We
It's
can
nice.
plan for other
It's
things.
good
great.
focus time.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I really love that.
Ghost Hunter and Paint Liquor. You almost got me to say those things out loud.
How dare you?
The only thing I resonate with is booty shorts. Oh,
That sounds like a man
Excuse
that I
you.
know.
you fresh? Welcome in. Now this is this for War Machine, right?
Yeah, so this is one of the Warcasters for War Machine. This is probably one of the better ones that they have, to be honest.
Yeah.
As far as like pure rule set,
This is for Crix.
this is for Crix. So this
I only said that because you've said Crix a lot.
I have said Crix a lot. Christopher might be able to pull up
I won't.
the website and figure out what this person's name is because I forgot to look it up yesterday.
I won't. I'm gonna name her right now.
No, we need the name.
Her name is Diana
Christopher, no.
Goodwoman. She's a good
Diana Goodwoman.
She is. She's a good woman.
Christopher.
She works at the. Good. Still think this is real. They've seen Jordan in person. I'm not sure he has late. Oh, you guys. I'll spread a rumor. Who knows if Jordan ever wears pants?
I have done it before.
You wear pants?
I have worn pants before.
I don't think so.
It's
weird. I got a straight shot vision, chat, and I can give you there's a 50-50 that he ain't wearing pants. Diana Goodwoman. Thank you. Flapjack. What a good woman. She's a good lady. That Diana. Diana Goodwoman.
She's a good woman.
Little people always singing dirty Diana. Oh, that's great. Do you guys plan out what shorts you film, or do you just go with what you feel like that day? Tadpole, Jordan plans them out. We all basically get them approved, and we all like brainstorm together. But yeah, we plan them out. Sometimes a little bit, a couple weeks in advance.
Yeah, because especially with these sort of things, you kind of have to have a plan going into it of what you want to show and what you want to teach.
Yeah.
If I were to just sit down and paint, it doesn't work as well in a tutorial format, right?
Yeah.
Where I'm trying to like impart a specific piece of knowledge.
They're really bite-sized. They're really meant to be bite-sized. And some of them you'll notice we do go off script a little bit and add like a couple more unique steps.
Yeah, we've been doing that a little bit more recently, trying out some things where we incorporate like some weathering and things like that into a recipe. You'll see that with our chipped blue armor short.
Yeah, that one was a little bit more involved.
We did it with the red. We used the transparent with the red.
And the red was I think it was like 5 or 6 just straight up that color.
Yeah.
There was no like mixing.
Yep.
It was
exactly.
Just steps and layers. That's it. That's technically called layering, right? Layering.
Yeah. Well, layering and then glazing, right?
Yeah, right.
So what we did with the red is technically glazing.
Right. Yeah.
But the buildup of the other colors is certainly layering.
Yeah, you were just layering them, which is great.
Layering's a great technique. It's there's, like we've said many times before on this chat and this channel, painting styles, painting techniques, they're all different tools.
Yeah.
There's so many different ways that you can approach a paint job and a project that you're working on, or a fancy miniature. And every time you learn a new technique, it's a tool in your toolbox.
Yeah.
So you can go, hey, I really need to
pull out this hammer today.
Yeah,
AKA
I need to paint this hammer.
Jordan's red cloak short.
Yeah.
You're welcome, chat.
And you're like, okay, cool. So I learned how to do this glazing thing. Let me do this on this guy's jacket or something like that. Or, I learned how to do some chipping. And it's like, oh, well, I'm painting a tank. Maybe I can apply some of those chipping techniques onto the tank that I'm painting.
Yep.
So there's a lot of things like that, right? So anytime you pick up or you try something new, it's always a great resource for you because you can learn from it and you can apply it, even if in different sort of ways, on all of your models. And they don't always have to be the same sort of exact application. You can go, I learned this thing with glazing. Maybe I can use some different colors and apply it when I'm doing non-metallic metals.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe I want to glaze some color into the shadows of my non-metallic metal to add a little bit more visual interest. You can definitely do things like that, right? So the idea is that we give you little bite-sized pieces of content that kind of inspire or excite people to learn and to try out new things more often. That's part of the reason why we do them on our texture trainers, because it's exactly what they're designed for, right?
Really test it out.
If we're doing like a little technique to show you how to do stuff, that the texture trainer is the whole reason.
We've reprimed those a bunch of times.
Oh yeah.
Some of those, like I was thinking about that the other day. I'm like, we've totally reprimed some of those, like the Warrior,
like 6 or 7 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, who we got? We got T-Schmidt, we got
Wad.
Primer. Welcome in, you guys. They do take they hold up.
Well, I mean,
There's
that's the
a
nice
couple
thing about
layers of paint on those
our
things.
primer lies so light on the model.
Yeah.
And has good coverage that you really don't have to worry about things
Yes.
becoming too clogged up. I mean, definitely over time, and if you put enough layers on, you're going to need to either get something new or bring it back to its kind of initial layer or initial coat of, or just strip it, right? You stick it in some simple green overnight and bring it back.
I've actually never stripped a model.
It's not too bad.
You said simple green?
I mean, or there's all sorts of different things you can use.
Yeah. But that one's the simplest.
Simple green was like a thing that you could find in grocery stores, at least up in Seattle.
Yeah.
Fabuloso is something that people use a lot more over here because it's more readily available.
My dad actually used to be a representative from.
Do they make unscented Fabuloso? Because that lavender stuff is intense.
I bet you they do.
Because that like traditional lavender scent is.
Ghost Hunter, Chris, you should strip his Orc Stompa. No, I can't. I like how my Orc Stompa came out. I have a 40k army just waiting in the lurks to be done.
Yeah. Oh, the orcs.
I have them. I have two. I have a Stompa, and now that new box comes with a stinking Stompa.
Oh, I forgot they're getting a new box.
Crazy. Yeah, they. I have a Stompa, 2 of those Gorkanauts, and then just knobs and trucks. That's it.
I definitely have like a back burner, like interest in wanting to paint some Tyranids.
I think Philip is right now.
Yeah, he has Tyranids right now.
Yeah.
I really want to paint them up like the Zerg
LA's
from StarCraft 2.
Totally awesome. LA's totally awesome cleaner. We got Video Game Archaeologist and Panic Bomber mentioning that. I've never heard of that. Is it just like a normal cleaning solution, kind of like Fabuloso and Simple Green?
The other thing as well is it kind of depends on what models that you're cleaning, right?
Yeah. 100%.
Resin stuff, you can definitely use isopropyl alcohol. Like you clean resin models with ISO anyways. So they'll definitely hang up.
Okay.
Or they'll definitely hold up well.
Right. Get it from Dollar General, okay. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. Panic Bomb. Unfortunately, I already painted my Tyranids. Couldn't wait for Jordan. Yeah, there are some cool models, but I'm definitely, if I'm doing 40k, I'm doing orcs. I love the orcs. I've played the orcs in all their video games for years. They're fun.
I really love the old, not the old, but the new biovores.
What's that?
The new biovores for Tyranids.
Oh,
they're the bugs with the big cannons on the back of them.
Yes,
they're so cool.
Recap the game. Next short, strippers. That could go a couple ways, but we were going to do it about cleaning models. T. Schmidt, I think Home Depot has LA. Okay. Tadpole, orcs are where my heart is. Yeah, they're pretty cool.
They're a neat faction. I tried to get into painting orcs.
Well, you had Grey Knights
a few years ago. I did do Grey Knights, and then I kind of fell off.
Well, you're doing because you play Horus Heresy.
I predominantly play Horus Heresy, so that's
like
kind
that
of where
game system better.
Yeah,
and I don't
play 40k AOS, is not mostly a game system that I would play a lot because I enjoy the game. I would do it because I enjoy the models and I enjoy the hobby, and I have friends who have 40k armies.
T. Schmidt, thank you so much. I'll have to give it a whirl. You know what I really should try?
What that?
No, I can't. I just nothing. I can't even bring it up.
Christopher?
What?
Spit it out, young child.
No, No, Philip knows. I think Philip's reading my mind.
I know what you
Oh, wow. Philip crushed me. Buried alive. I thought Philip was going to have a hard time.
Getting a life?
Right, and he said, getting a life.
Gosh.
There it is. Philip. from way downtown.
Man, Christopher, you're just getting it today between myself.
I got Gabe giving me a bunch of just the business today.
Oh man, I got you good.
I
got
with that Jordan joke, up here who's like thinks he's my friend, and then he just totally destroys me off camera.
That was like, oh
so
yeah,
good. We have some great conversations while we do the short. Where he's like, I don't remember what you said. I was trying to.
Which time?
I don't even remember. See, there's too many times.
A little bit recently ago in Gabe's office, because I remember that one.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Do you not remember what I said?
Seems so nice in person. Yeah, Philip is a nice person in person. Yeah.
To everyone except Christopher.
Restream bot. That's funny. No, I think Philip is a decent man. Jordan, decent man too. Sometimes. Gabe.
Wow.
I don't know about that guy. I wouldn't trust him with my kid.
Dang. Gabe, are you hearing this?
Gonna make my family betray me.
This guy's talking a whole lot of smack.
Gabe would turn my family on me. All right. My friends are good people, I guess. Panic bomb. Yes. Avian. 25 months. Welcome in.
What's up, Avian?
Currently on a 12-month streak. Woo!
That's pretty good. Oh, I have my voice.
Yeah, this is Chris with a full beard. That's me.
Oh man, you know who doesn't have a full beard right now?
Who's that?
It's so different.
Who? Oh.
Yeah. Mr. Kinghorn himself.
Mr. Kinghorn. Looks good. Aiden, welcome in. Yep, welcome in. We're just talking about how my friends betray me in public.
Christopher deserves it. He brings it upon himself.
Avian, yes, it has been a hot minute. Ghost Hunter, I appreciate that. Chris is, yeah, it has been a hot minute. It has. I am the Vanguard producer. When all other options have been expunged, someone must come to the rescue. I'm more of a behind the camera kind of guy.
I don't know, man.
That YouTube name's coming up blank. I don't see it for some reason, but he'd love to see more orcs painted on stream.
Yeah. Love to see. Could go ham on
when
some
was
orcs.
The last time you painted an orc? We painted an orc on our short a while ago. Some of the new AOS orcs, pretty cool. The brutes, they're really cool.
What kind of orc would you want to see, Bud?
Oh, it's Bud. Nice. Okay.
That's Bud.
I don't know why his name's not showing up on Restream.
Never does.
Really?
Never does.
Yeah, orcs are cool.
Bud's a hidden man.
I like some of the classic orcs, like what is it? Like some of the new orc bosses are pretty cool looking. All the 40K, the new 40K orcs are really cool.
Old world orcs.
Ooh, that would be fun too.
Taco Tuesday. Taco Bell Tuesday. I'm gonna be honest, Taco Bell sounds pretty good right now.
Taco Bell Tuesday. I vote Old World Orcs. Actually, Old World Orcs would be kind of cool.
Kind of cool.
I have an army of goblins that I cheat paint like most of my models. You know what? No, not anymore. I don't cheat paint anymore. You know what? And I have the army to prove it. I got 120 zombies coming at you, chat. That's what I'm working on.
This guy and his zombies.
Oh, I love zombies.
Don't ever come between a man and his zombies.
How do you beat your opponent? With attrition.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how you beat 120 zombies.
I bore my opponents to death. It's actually a wild list. We'll see. I still gotta plan it out, but it's a couple corpse carts, You got a big old Mortis engine. I love that model, by the way.
How does Stormcast actually kill those things?
No, they could. They could. You just have to be able to beat them in objectives. And you know what, T. Schmidt? That is a good thing you said. T. Schmidt said, "Are they painted? Did you paint them?" If the answers were yes, then you didn't cheat. That's right, T. Schmidt. Thank you. From downtown. I am doing a new scheme for my Goblin army in AOS, though, which is...
Technically, it's the same scheme.
It's the same... No, it's the same theme, different scheme.
Yeah, okay.
Different paint scheme, right? Live a bad moon. Look at that. Whoa. It's the auto exposure. Ready? Thumbs up, chat. Can I get a thumbs up in chat? I'm sorry.
Can I get a thumbs up?
Can I get a thumbs up from everybody in chat?
Give it up for Christopher
yeah,
Masucci.
T. Schmidt. Yes, you're very, very true. Gluing gravel to a whole model might be cheating. That I don't know if that was cheating rather than just a big mistake. I don't know if that was cheating or just straight not goodness. There it is. Great.
Mentioned it.
There it is. Oh, keep the thumbs going, chat. Keep them going. Hype.
All right.
If we get 100 thumbs up, Jordan paints my orc army. And go. Gabe. Okay,
Don't you
guys.
dare put a thumbs up, Gabe.
I don't know if you guys.
Thumbs down.
I don't know if you guys have seen Gabe
I'm
in
not painting
IRL,
for him.
but Gabe is actually only 4'1" and he walks on stilts all day.
So
look at that! Oh, we got 100. We got 100 thumbs coming for Jordan to paint an entire orc 40k army. Let's go, chat. No, Gabe's very tall, and also the master betrayer. Keep going with those thumbs.
So we had a conversation earlier. Christopher was expressing a question to Gabe and I. And the question was something to the effect of,
do you know the Muffin Man? That was the exact question. Do you know the Muffin Man?
If you had $1, if Gabe had $1 for every miniature that he painted, Christopher said he'd have $3.
$3?
Facts.
Which is a lie. I know Gabe has more painted models than 3.
100,000.
Painted? I mean, come on.
By contrast, my response to this, just so everybody knows, was, hey Christopher, if you had $1 for every Gargant you painted, you'd have a handful of rocks.
Oh, thumbs down for Jordan in chat.
Joke. It was a good joke.
Thank you guys for all those thumbs up, by the way.
Gabe laughed a little bit, maybe a lot. And Christopher stopped making fun of things, which is a good indication that we got him.
Oh, yeah. it hit me right to the core, chat. You ever been what did that feel like? Have you guys ever been stabbed in the back with a knife?
Back to it.
Bye.
Bye, Gabe.
Just for lies.
Bye, Gabe. Everybody say thumbs down for Gabe in chat. I'm kidding. Bye, Gabe.
Oh my gosh.
Bye, Mr. Norwell.
Just ordered your transparent paint set, and you're super excited to use it for your transparent minis.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh. Gotta have some non-transparent minis. Although I guess you can kind of make them transparent.
Jordan still needs to do Smaug.
True.
I don't know. I think Jordan's gonna let me paint it.
I was stabbed in the back in Rome a long time ago.
Good old Rome. Stabbed in the back I was. These people. Gabe, he took everything from me. Everything from my family. Buried me alive. My mother barely made it out alive. He's a ruthless man. Maybe one day, when he goes back and looks at stream on YouTube, he'll see this. And I'll forever curse his name. Welcome to everybody in Seal of Disapproval.
I got nothing, Chris.
You don't need anything. You've already done the deed.
What is happening over there?
T. Schmid, that is a great idea.
What's the idea?
He says you could paint Smaug gold. I could Smaug the Golden. Smaug the Tyrannical.
Smaug the T-Rex.
Smaug the Unaccessibly Wealthy. Come on. That's great. That's great. Mother was fine. She's Space Marine. That's right. That's right. What? She's a Space Marine if I've ever seen one. You know, chat, I should really come up with a diabolical just comeback to get Jordan and Gabe one of these days, but I won't do it. I'm too good of a person.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep, likely story.
I'm just too good of a
Don't
person.
let him tell you lies.
Papa Chicken, whenever my wife is upset, I just let her color in my black and white tattoos. She just needs a shoulder to crayon. Oh, yes! Ladies and gentlemen! That, Papa Chicken, that was great. She just needs a shoulder to crayon. Crayon. Get it? Crayon. Actually, Papa Chicken, I almost thought, I'm like, oh, that'd actually be kind of fun. To let somebody color in your tattoo, your black and white tattoos. Like, oh, I'm sure that was really therapeutic. And then I saw the punchline.
And then you were like, this is even better.
And then I'm like, this is the best joke ever. Oh, T. Schmid. We have a Smog at the shop. I kind of want it just to have it. But yeah, it is very pricey. Very. We did miss it because I was too excited, Avian. We missed Jordan's reaction to the joke because I had the reaction for both of us.
Yep. Yeah, he did.
Now, here's the problem with Jordan is that sometimes he'll stab you in the back. Squishing!
Squishing.
You like that? That's the sound of my knife. Shing! And that rattle of the hot metal going into my back.
Dang. I would not stab you like that. I'd stab you from the front and stare into your eyes as the life bleeds out of you.
It'd be a duel. Who is it?
Who that? Who that? Katarina.
Katarina.
2001.
28 months.
28 months. Hello. Welcome.
Awesome.
Baby J was all sorts of stoic at that joke.
He was. Didn't even phase him. He was thinking about stabbing me in the back again. That's why.
Yeah,
and his accomplice Gabe came in here.
I was just deep in thought about how I might, take over the
world.
Take over the world.
Well.
Because of all the things you can expect Baby J to do in his lifetime.
We are the world. The gas station.
Wow.
D-Fresh. Put a Sister of Battle head on a Space Marine, walk around saying, meet my mudda. You know what?
She was a Space Marine.
I will say this. Now that you guys have voted for Baby J to paint my entire 40K army,
that didn't happen.
We could all talk about how we want him to do my orcs.
That didn't happen.
I don't remember if you remember the vote, but chat has spoken.
Well, chat didn't deliver 100 thumbs up in chat.
Oh, there was plenty. Somebody literally, if I remember, timed it by 1,000. So we got more than 100 votes, Jordan.
Prove it.
Now I'm scrolling back up, chat, just for you.
He's actually scrolling up.
Oh yeah, look at all those thumbs up. Come on.
There's look
at this one. Boom, Paint Liquor with the times a million.
That doesn't count.
He just went straight to the source.
Doesn't count.
Yep. You guys heard it. Video game archaeologist ready? More thumbs up in chat.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go. I didn't get any.
I didn't get any.
What was the deadline for that army painting job?
The army painting job?
Yeah, which one are you talking about, Papa?
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, Philip, start the train. Here we go. Video game archaeologist. Oh, there's Panic Bomb. There's more. What?
Philip, why are you leading the charge here?
That what, Tom? I probably did 50 or so in one go. That's funny.
All right, hold on.
All right.
Punisher.
Oh, Ghost Hunter. There it is. Boom.
I never signed any sort
Boom.
of
Flapjack coming in. Oh, Jordan, I don't know, man. You're getting thumbs up. It's a good to go.
What do I get out of this exchange, Christopher?
What do you get?
Yeah.
My love and appreciation.
That, not good enough.
That's right, Phil. He said, I'm doing it because I don't have to paint the army. Baby J, you obviously thought he was 2 weeks max turnaround.
I mean, I could paint an army really fast.
Ooh, Orc
but
Air Force? That could be dope. Pink and Plaid Orcs, let's go. Look at all those thumbs up. Law Dog, we got Papa Chicken.
Traders, the lot of you.
You get like 200
Traders.
Punisher. Look at this,
Traders.
you guys. I come on one day, every probably 2 months now. We get work done. We're going to get armies painted. Chat, you see that? Force perspective ready and armies painted. Oh, Jade, I saw that. Confirmed. I will reach out again. Chris, Jordan, you get the satisfaction of a job well done. And I get to say Baby J painted it for me as a beam of appreciation. Yep, that's right. Jada, message received. Thank you. Automaton.
Video game archaeologist exposure?
No game
What do you
delay.
mean exposure? I'm literally on stream every day. I don't need any more exposure.
We need to expose Baby J. He's got to follow up on this chat. This is real. This is happening. I'm bringing those models in tomorrow. It's happening.
I hope you enjoy painting them.
Did you guys hear that sass?
Woo! I got enough sass.
Chat is a fickle mistress, Jordan. That's right.
You.
Oh, Papa Chicken. Pretty sure Baby J could get a job as a bus mechanic with as much time as he spends getting hit by / under one. Whoa!
That's pretty
Whoa!
good. To be honest, that's pretty
Has
good.
Gabe played Kinfire Delve more? I played again on Sunday. I lost one card. Hey, Gabe! He's not there. Gabe! Kinfire Delve. Okay, game delay. I think I played that. I think I played that with Gabe. He brought over a card game, and we played it one night. I think that's it. I think that's the one. Very fun game. Kind of like a little dungeon delver. Yeah, it's very fun. I've been looking into getting the next Hero Quest expansion. If anybody's into Hero Quest.
You know what I'm interested in playing? There's that new...
My Orc 40k army that's fully painted by you in a week.
Nope.
I don't know. We could go back and look at all those thumbs up again, Jordan. Ghost Hunter, I, thank goodness, have AC back in my home. Thank you so much for asking. I have to say, from Avian, Bismuth Yellow is fantastic for squid freckles. It just pops off the red and orange. You know what? That's a great idea.
It does work good for that.
Yeah.
It is a good color.
Ghost Hunter, I am fully AC'd at my home. Thank you for asking. Yes, it was quite a journey. I learned a lot.
Would you say that you went through the hero's journey?
To get the AC replaced? No. More like the hero's journey if there was massive annoyances and no journey. So I would say the hero's massive annoyance. Yeah, I'll have to. I think that's the game we definitely played. Squig colors. You know what? I didn't play the squigs at all in AOS. They have really good profiles. Game Delay says, Christopher, if Jordan was the kind of person who caved to peer pressure, he'd be wearing pants right now. Hey, no.
That old pants thing has
I have
nothing
people
to do
making
with peer
funny
pressure.
faces at me from the door while I'm trying to be a professional.
Wait, who dat?
I don't even care.
Who that? Is that Shelby?
Yeah. Name is
How
Shelby.
dare she? If she doesn't want to produce, she doesn't get to come and make fun of Christopher.
Hey, nobody
got
gets to
your
make fun of
back.
me but me. And everybody else, apparently.
Nobody makes fun of Christopher except me. And Gabe. And Philip.
We could just get another thumbs up.
And,
Another thumbs up train going. I don't know. Get Baby J to paint more of my models. I have one Baby J painted model.
do you?
I do.
What did I paint for you?
You remember. Although I don't think you were happy about it, but you painted it.
What is that?
I don't think you were happy about it because I think you wanted to paint it a certain way and I should have let you.
Wait.
You remember.
Oh, wait.
The
are you
Herald. The Nurgle Herald.
Do you not like it?
I love it. I thought you didn't want. I thought you wanted to paint it a certain way.
I did paint it the way I wanted to paint it.
I thought you said you painted different. You painted like a stinky Nazgul.
Yeah.
I thought you wanted to paint it differently.
No, it kind of worked out.
It did.
Yeah.
Right. It's on my. It is. If you
It
look
also
on
looks
our.
dope.
If you look on our channel, it's on my. It's on my shelf. It's free. It's featured. Right next to the picture of my parents from the 70s. Oh, there we go.
Oh my god.
Automaton, I have a zombies painted model. Nice. You know, that was one of my biggest mistakes that I ever made was when Jason asked if he could paint my King Broad, and I said, "Nah, I'll do it." Like an idiot. The stinky.
Yeah, why
Nurgle.
did you say no to that?
Because I wanted to paint it like with my. That was a long time ago. Like I wanted to paint it with a rock skin and do the whole number. And I made a huge mistake.
This guy. Just saying no to things that he knows very well he should be saying yes to.
Jade, that Nurgle Herald is a dope model. I don't care
It's so
who or
good.
what. It's so good.
It's so
Stinky
good.
Nazgul.
Stinky Nazgul.
It's so cool.
All right, we're working on some silver now.
All right, we're back to painting, everybody.
You're back to painting, Christopher. You're back to painting. These little thingamabobs. I think I just make them silver and all dirty about them.
What's that? What are you painting there?
So these are like I'm not exactly sure what they are.
What are those?
So
Are they bullets?
yeah, they're kind of like bullets, but they're not bullets. I think
look
they're like
ammo.
little like spines or something like that. Because they shoot out of the front of the gauntlet. Here.
Oh, interesting. It's kind of like Needlers from Halo.
Sort of, except if they had like a chain
Yeah.
that fed.
Is there a lot of story and lore in War Machine?
Actually, there is tons.
Really?
Yeah, like.
Is that Elf faction? No, this is Creeks.
So most of the lore is from the older bits of War Machine, because they stopped doing as much lore.
Okay.
Over the past couple of years, they're starting to kind of ramp back up. I
want
think.
the house.
But yeah, there's many books. Jason really likes the books.
Cool. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, there's quite a lot. There's definitely a very rich history. Because remember that the Iron Kingdoms was also an RPG system.
Okay.
So there's a lot of lore and history in the world that they collected through the RPG system.
Yeah.
And then they expanded on in War Machine, and then also they commissioned books from authors.
Right.
So there's a whole like
remember
collection
somebody saying that.
of
Maybe it was
narrative
Jason.
works out there.
Interesting.
Yeah, most of it is all pre Mark IV, but it's still lots of really interesting stories. Kane's got a really cool story. He's the gunslinger guy.
Oh yes, I've seen that model.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's actually really funny because the entire lore of War Machines started from it was either I think it was a D&D session, like a D&D campaign that the owner, his wife, and two of their friends.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
So like some of the big ticket characters, like Kane, Alexia, who else? What is it? Was it Asphyxius?
I have
Kruger. Oh, it might have been
idea.
Kruger. But there's yeah, so they're like a couple of those big ticket characters that are like prominent in the story
Sure.
were originally D&D characters of
Interesting.
like their original owners. So like
Huh.
Matt Wilson,
That's cool.
who started the game. It was his company that he had
Oh,
with his
cool.
wife, Sherry. So Matt's character was Kane,
Oh, that's cool.
and I
From his
believe
D&D
Sherry's
set.
character was Alexia.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it sounds like the Avian said the Crix was steampunk zombies and liches back in my day. Game delay. If I had a phone call, but Jade, the Stinky Nurgle sounds like a mixed drink or a dance move.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Stinky Nurgle.
The witch, whatever. The necromancer woman with a sword and a dead army, right? Yeah, that's Alexia.
Dominy's welcome in.
Yeah, she's got like a fell blade
Gotcha.
and can summon undead guys.
I want
It's cool.
the house.
Well,
There's
Christopher?
no wells about it. I need that house.
Well, that house exists in this building.
I don't think so.
I think so.
The slaughterhouse?
This slaughterhouse.
Really?
Jason
said that.
verbatim said
He said that?
on stream.
When
he
did
said,
he say
they
that?
sent me one of those when it came out. I never got around to painting it.
It's a cool model.
It's here in
No,
this
he probably
building.
want to paint that. I want to paint it. I've been looking at it
I can
at eBay.
almost assuredly tell you that he does not want to paint it.
What? It's so fun. Cool.
In fact, I'd be willing to put cold hard cash down.
Cold hard cash.
Cold hard cash.
How much we talking here?
We're not. Twitch chat. We're not making any bets. I put a good old solid $5 on it.
$500?
No,
Deal, chat.
that is
Thumbs
not
up
what I
for
said.
confirmation. I'm
That's
kidding.
not what I said.
No, it's okay. We'll have to.
I'll bet you.
But I can't play with the
Okay.
house. That's the problem.
Well, you can.
No, I can't.
It would involve you buying
Can
a
I?
lot of other out of print models.
That's true.
But I mean, the thing is, if it's cool,
it is cool. I don't care about the. I
Have
mean,
it for
I
the
don't
hobby.
necessarily care about the game. If I'm getting to a point where games, I love playing games. Games are fun, but like some of the games, I just want to play the games that people are playing.
yes,
And then
that's
you
where
know.
I'm at. Any time that people are like, I want to get into this game and I want to be, like I want to play with people and like are active and
Yeah.
I will play whatever people are playing, as long as we're actively playing it. That's why I got back into Age of Sigmar.
Yeah.
Because I know that it's a
We gotta
safe
do
bet
it.
because you, Christopher, Gabe.
Wait a minute, you Christopher. You said you Christopher. Chat thumbs up for a painted 40K army.
Christopher, Gabe
Third
And
person
Philip.
Christopher.
are
Yeah.
very much into it. And you guys have some friends as well that I would be able to
I have no
play random
friends.
games against. Like Chance would be. I'd have
Chance,
fun
yeah.
playing against Chance.
I'm playing Chance tonight with my Gargans.
Very
Chance,
nice
if
guy.
you're out there, I'm going to
It was a pleasure to meet.
stomp
that-
you.
Was that his wife?
Yeah, Jess.
Perfect.
Yep,
She also seemed very nice.
that's right.
Also plays, which is cool. Love to see that happening.
My at some point, I'll find the house.
I'm very confident that it is here. That there is one here.
Yes, game delay, very much so. It does. You, Christopher, as well as Gabe and Phil, the commas do make it work. Yes, the punctuation makes it happen.
It's still a weird way to write that sentence.
Papa Chicken sounds like you're painting a diorama. It says, "Oh, okay." motif of the one of my BattleTech minis. Okay.
Ooh, very
I've
cool.
been shifted to a full watching Bob Ross tutorials on painting a sunrise. Now, I remember watching Bob Ross a long time ago, and you could obviously whatever Twitch has been streaming Bob Ross for a long time
Like
now.
years.
I'll catch myself in there every once in a while watching Bob Ross. Jordan, have you ever watched Bob Ross?
Of course. I mean, he was very popular during the era that I grew up in.
I still want to make a spoof on painting Sylvaneth trees, but dress up as Bob Ross on our YouTube channel.
Christopher,
Sylvaneth trees.
you should do it.
Paint little trees.
Little trees.
They're really good for you. Those little trees.
Ugh,
They
that's
make the
funny.
world go round. Put a little smile on that tree.
The Witchfire campaign. Yeah.
Happy little dryads. That's
Apparently,
right.
apparently they're redoing the
You know
the
what?
RPG as well
For what?
for War Machine. They're
Interesting.
continuing on the.
Cannibalistic Zombie, that is definitely, it was a part of my childhood in that way.
What was?
Oh, game delay. Oh, if I put a lot of more branches in my Sylvaneth Tree Lord, I could make him look like Bob Ross. I do have a Tree Lord that definitely's got like a fro going on. It's really, actually, I really like it because Bob Ross has got that famous perm. But so my Sylvaneth though, I do have a lot of flock on them, and like I put, like sphagnum moss and all of them, but I still painted those models. I actually really like how those all came out. My Sylvaneth came out pretty decent, and I painted those a long time ago, and I could paint them way better now. It's a problem with these. That's the problem with all of my current models, is that most of them were at a stage of life where I'm like, I don't want to paint, I just want to play.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's the opposite, and
Well,
I have all these
cool
cool models, and I don't want to rebuy them
Yeah.
because then I'm like, well, I already have the models.
Well, the tricky part too is like one of the ones that you really want to redo are your Gargants,
Oh.
and those are just colossally expensive.
$1,200 to buy a whole new army. No, it's not that much, but I'd like 4 new Gargants.
It's still like $800.
It's expensive,
probably more,
dude. It's expensive.
It's probably close to $1,000.
It totally is.
Right? Like that's kind of crazy, right? That's so much money.
It really is.
And don't get me wrong, like 40K, they got great models.
Yep.
Warhammer, they got great models. It's all cool stuff.
There's a Bob Ross in this month's Dragon Trappers Lod release, Panic Bomb. Gotta look at that. For Sylvaneth, your objective should be painting Bob Ross, painting an easel. Yep. You can, beat the devil out of them. No, Papa Chicken. I like my Sylvaneth. Right now, I have. Problem is with me, I've played Sylvaneth since way back in the day. I bought
Since the beginning
Sylvaneth,
of time.
and then when you could have like unlimited trees, then they took them down to like 6 in AOS 3, and now you can only have 3 technically on the board. And then after 3, you just get healing buffs. Chuck, welcome in.
Oh, what up, Chuck? How you doing?
Video game archaeologist. That's a pretty good idea. Put some squirrels in there. Bob's little friends. That's right. Yeah. Right now, I'm currently going to have to figure out how I'm going to paint 120 zombies. Because I don't know if anybody's familiar with the new zombies from AOS, but they have a lot of bits on them. And I bought a bunch of used Cursed City ones, and they have even more bits.
Uh-oh.
I have
Really?
to do some. Oh, I love the Cursed City zombies though.
Those
I love
zombies are
all the
great.
crap on the back that they have, like with the caskets and the gravestones. You're right, Ghost Hunter. That was a trick question to myself, and I didn't pass. The DA 100 easy day.
Easy Day
That's right.
DA100. For those of you who are not familiar with what the DA100 is,
Oh, it's Chuck's 1 year?
whoa.
12-month subscription anniversary?
Whoa.
Heck yeah.
Where is it at? Oh my gosh. We
Jade's currently
love
fighting
dealing
off
with
a
your
cat.
shenanigans.
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Keep on keeping
Come
on.
on, man. Hey, somebody likes us. Hey.
Hey,
Well, huzzah.
Pantarius,
Just
thank you
throw
for the
back
follow.
my legs and
Welcome.
put my britches
Hope you're
with
enjoying the
leg.
stream. We are hanging out here on a Tuesday, talking about some sweet stuff, showing you guys some cool minis, showing you guys some cool paint jobs. For those of you,
Yeah, if anybody's just tuning in,
yeah.
Jordan's painting me an entire 40K orc army.
Nope,
Coming soon.
Nope, not happening. Don't listen to him.
We're going to film the whole process
No,
to prove it.
we're not
We
doing
got a lot
that.
of thumbs up in chat earlier. Got a lot of thumbs up.
Jade, currently fighting off a cat from trying to steal your tortilla chips.
I didn't know cats were into tortilla chips.
That's unacceptable.
Tortilla chips. Ooh, celebrating the 1 year mark with a $300 model delivery tomorrow. Chuck, what are you getting?
Oh my gosh, what are you getting?
$30K Grimdark Black Powder Armor Space Marine Legion? Windjay?
Dang, you got a whole bunch of stuff coming.
Let's see. I wanna hear what
What all
model
of this
Chuck
is?
got. T Schmid. It is not 2 Gargants. I think the Gargants are like $215.
Yeah, they're definitely like 215 to 250. Because I think one of them is more expensive, but I could be wrong.
Cats are into anything you have. That's true, Wad. Chuck, whole bunch of stuff for Conquest.
Oh, nice. One day.
Yeah, 1.2 Gargants for $300. Yeah, they're expensive. But I will admit, dope models. Very cool. I kit bashed, well, technically, I can't even call mine kit bashed, but before I threw the monstrosity rocks on there,
The monstrosity rocks.
I reformed their poses. The original concept I had for one of them was that he had like his hands over his head and he was going to be holding a big boulder because they have a move called Hurled Boulder. So I was going to just make a big not styrofoam, but like clay boulder, you know? Jade's getting her first army. Conquest. You played Conquest, didn't you?
I did for a little while, yeah.
But then no one played.
Well, it was one of those unfortunate things about moving to a brand new state, right?
Sure.
Is
You have a
and
group?
and I think a lot of people will resonate with this, right? Is when you are gaming in general, most of the time you're doing it with friends, right? It's
Yes.
driven by an interest in either hobbying with your friends or playing games with your friends.
Right.
And so I had a whole old Dominion army
Got it.
that I had started to work on before I moved here.
Yeah.
And when I got here, I didn't know anybody,
Right.
right? So I started from scratch. Now, I held on to it for a little while.
Yeah, you did.
I also held on to all of my 30K stuff because I'd also had a bunch of 30K stuff that I moved with.
But you do play 30K.
But I do play 30K. Well, I found a great community that plays 30K. I have to admit, a lot of that was driven by Kyle. Right?
Kyle, yep.
Kyle started
Kyle
working
was
here.
awesome.
He was really
fun.
big into playing 30K, and he was just like, "Hey, you should come play. We play on Fridays
Yeah.
at this place." And then he's like, "And you should come participate in the event."
Yeah.
Right. So I had a really wonderful experience of joining that community.
Yeah.
And it's a great community. I mean, everybody in it is just a blast.
Sure.
Super nice. Made some good long-term friends.
Nice.
Yeah. From that community.
definitely helps with the gaming, that's for sure.
Yeah. So it's
Common
tough for me
goal.
when I look at that game and I'm like, I really love this game.
Yeah.
And I think it's a really solid game. I think it's really interesting. It's a great take on rank and flank.
Yeah.
The problem is it is expensive. It's a whole nother miniature game, right? So it's a big ask to get people involved.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when they already have other things that they're really interested in.
Yeah.
Right? So like if people are already playing 30K and they're already playing this and that
Right.
and all these other things, it's hard to ask somebody to say give this a shot with me.
Right. Especially yeah.
I'd have to go be a part of the like the local community here, which as far as I understand exists.
It's a big commitment though.
But it's a big commitment, right? And
especially
for me,
like meeting random people, which that's a fun part too, like meeting new people.
Yeah,
but...
and I love meeting new people. I mean, anybody who's met me at a show can very clearly see I genuinely love to meet new people.
Right.
I love it. It's one of the perks of the job for me is I get to go to shows, I get to interact with all of the people out there who come to these shows and see us and love what we do. And love what Christopher and I do by delivering content to you guys. It's
true.
It's one of the things that resonates with me a lot. But it's a different thing entirely when you're trying to go out of your comfort zone with like an army that you don't play in an environment that you don't play. It's tough. I've given some thought to like buying a 2-player starter and just like painting it up and being like, hey, get people interested that way. But man, I don't have time. There's
tough.
so many other things.
You kind of have
it's
to limit yourself.
I like playing video games with my buddies online because that's really my only way to hang out with my friends back in Seattle very often.
And that's also a very easy way to get involved with your community quickly.
Oh, 100%.
Especially like you don't have to drive anywhere typically, right? 99% of the time, unless you're having an old school LAN party, which is not really a thing anymore. Sometimes it is. I've had them. We all have had them back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Back in the day, I remember bringing my computer over to my buddy's house. We'd all have our computers there.
Yeah, the community is a big part of it. Is that just straight silver on there? Just
yeah,
like right out of the bottle?
So this, let's talk a little bit about kind of how my recipe process works for this, because this is probably looking really weird to people right now.
It is.
So my process for this armor is really interesting. I start with the really bright metallics. So I start with light bronze and I start with silver. And I wash them significantly. So I do like 3 passes with washes. And what it does is it brings it to this really dark and dingy metallic.
Right.
So once I throw the washes on, this white is going to scream off the model like this does right here, right? Where it becomes much more pronounced, and it's kind of held together by the rest of these dark kind of armor bits. And you can see here where I've started to do this. This is just one layer of flush wash over this panel, and then you can see kind of what it looks like after a couple of passes and a little bit of quick highlight with a dry brush. And a little bit of weathering.
It'll look good.
Yeah, I'm very excited for it.
I mean, those models are great.
Yeah,
they came out great.
This was another one of my attempts because I wanted to make it a little bit more accessible for doing larger models. Just because it takes a long time to like hand paint all the silver in there once you've already done the white.
Right.
So I started by just spraying this guy and this warjack with the silver to get all the trim done.
Yep.
Especially on the back, right? Because look at all this silver back here.
That's a lot.
So we did that. Now this guy's going to take a while because there's a lot of white on here. And what I should have done is I should have just done one armor plate at a time. Instead of just base coating the whole model.
Yeah.
It can be a little difficult when you do it this way. At least for me. I like to do it in little chunks. Especially on larger models like this. But I think it looks really, really nice on the table when you have it all kind of together.
Yeah, it's looking good.
But that's the process. It's pretty straightforward. not designed to be super complicated.
Chat, I'll be right back.
Uh-oh. Christopher Masucci. How dare you? Well, I'll keep an eye on you guys. Most of them refuse to buy anything. GW, what's the first part of that? You've been trying to get a local group interested in wargaming, been drip feeding them Battletech, and now enough of them are ready for something else new. Nice. Awesome, Chuck. Yeah, Papa Chicken. That's why you get a second army for yourself. It's the hook for friends. Yeah, it's one of those great ways where you can give somebody an army and you can be like, here's a great army. It's already put together. It's already painted. Give this a shot and see how you like it, right? Fire Delvin Saturday. Got third car and loss. Most of them refused to buy anything in GW. I was able to sell them on Conquest pretty easily. Yeah, that's cool. Found a nice local group playing Necromunda, so I've been building up some Van Saar painful to build models. Yeah, they can be a little spindly there, Vector. It can be a little tough, but they're really cool models. Also, the new stuff that they've shown off is really neat as well. Is Cursed City GW's attempt at a Gloomhaven-esque game? Honestly, D-Fresh, I don't know. I've never really played any of their smaller scale like boxed games like that, so I wouldn't know about it. I have played what the heck, Gloomhaven, so I would have an idea if it's similar. I would say it is probably very different from a mechanic perspective, but a long-term story-driven narrative type stuff, maybe. I don't know. Nick from Grey Primer. I was very much console kid, so I missed out on the LAN fun. It was cool to bring the Genesis over to buddy's house, though. Dang. Yeah, I remember coming over to my buddy's house to play N64. We'd play like Smash Bros, Melee, and other stuff from that era. It was a lot of fun. Jay, do you have 5 armies for people to try this out? Holy cow.
The Cursed City models are cool. I have a bunch of zombies I just got.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Wait, no, that's good.
It's great.
Yeah, wait a second. I was like,
oh, wait a second.
That sucks.
Maybe it's because we thought it was way further down the line.
Well, I'm excited for you guys to get all these models you're stoked about.
Yeah, there was GameCube WUD. Yeah, I gotta think about what I want to paint next. Right now I'm painting the zombies, but that's kind of like just like an airbrush thing before I get into the details of those. I guess, yeah, just need more hours in the day. You know, especially, painting is so involved because you just have to focus. You have to come up with like a scheme. And when I finally sit down and start painting, I kind of get too much in my head. I'm like, ooh, this looks good. Or, I've started to really follow the 3-foot rule. And, if it looks good from 3 feet away, we're good.
Yeah, that's what I try and tell people a lot. I feel like a lot of people kind of get caught up in the, like, I need this model to look super duper good. And it's like,
yeah, you can't do that when you got a horde of them.
Yeah, you can't do that when you have so many models, right? Yeah. Even for like this army, right? Like this is only going to be, 20 some odd models. I'm not painting this stuff super crazy fancy.
No. I mean, it looks pretty good, but even to the level of you're painting it, I mean.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also something that I'm able to paint on stream, right? So I can dedicate a little bit more time to it without having to do it at home.
Yeah.
And Steam Forge was so generous to send us the stuff that, I want to make sure that they, they see all the cool stuff that we're doing with it. Showing people how to paint it with Pro Acryl.
Jade, if I could get paid to paint and people wanted to watch, I would change careers. Pretty fun. It's pretty fun what we get to do.
Yeah.
Almost got 2 weeks of PTO that I'm in.
You wanna read it out?
No, sorry, I was reading what Chuck said. I'm taking an extended Thanksgiving weekend and the whole Christmas break off to just paint and ride my bike. Chuck, that sounds amazing.
That does sound awesome. That's kind of the one bummer of my holiday plans most of the time is I'm not in a position where I can kind of just sit and hang out and paint.
Yeah,
because I'm actively going to like visit family and friends and things like that.
And you don't. Well, I was gonna say you don't have your paint station, but you could just take your bag with you.
Yeah, I think for me though, like that time, I'd rather have just like gaming with people.
Ghost Hunter, I would pay to watch Chris Noosh and Orc Stompa.
Well,
no, funny
you say that.
I used a lot of my Noosh on that thing.
Yeah, if I recall, you put it into a coffee cup?
Camping cup.
Camping cup?
Yep. Because at the time, I just, that was like when it was first coming out. Gabe and I were doing that, and I actually wasn't working at Monument at that time, so I had just tried it. So we were trying it together for the first time, and that was fun. It was a fun experience.
That was fun.
It was. It was really fun to see just, I barely did anything to that Orc Stomp. I really just made him rusty metal, and then I just did a mixture of Noosh and petroleum brown and transparent brown. That was it.
I think you could even very easily elevate it too. Like if you wanted to do a little bit more work on that.
Yeah.
Instead of just starting with just paint a couple armor panels.
Yeah,
or
I totally could.
You could even just airbrush a couple of armor panels. Like very, very roughly like mask off.
I could do like a stencil of something.
Yeah. Yeah, and then all you have to do is like even with the rough airbrush, if you throw Noosh on top of that,
yeah,
and you wipe it down, it's gonna give it so much dimension that it's not gonna look like airbrush anymore.
Crasher, I'm loving the brown black primer, and I'm soon to be replacing my white primer for some upcoming painting. I've tried AK, it was chalky. I've never tried and hated Vallejo, it was just slimy, the pigments. How does your white primer compare with the brown black when going through the airbrush? Because I'm at my wit's end with white primers.
What about them are you having trouble with? Maybe you put it in there.
No. Let me see this one.
Okay, AK was chalky.
Yep.
Vallejo was slimy. The pigments would almost instantly settle in the airbrush cup and then clog.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the beautiful things about our primer, and this is probably one of the things that you like about the black brown that you have, is our primer is a lot lighter than other primers on the market. And what I mean by that, to get into more of a technical speak, is that they have less urethane in them, which means that they dry less hard. Now, this might sound like something that's a little bit weird. In reality, it's actually really good for you because one, you really want to have something that's light. It doesn't obscure detail. It's easy to apply. It doesn't clog in your airbrush. It doesn't dry super hard when you're trying to clean it, which is amazing. But the amazing thing about the primer is that once you throw other paints on top of it, it all locks together and is super durable, which is amazing. So our white is exactly the same way. It has the same formulation. It has the same beautiful color that you're going to see with all of the rest of our paints. And the primer will behave in a very predictable way based on what you've experienced. So I think go ahead and give it a shot because, you've obviously had great experiences with our brown black primer, and all of the primers that we make, all the products that we make are to that same exacting standard, right? We don't make anything that we don't fully invest in and fully stand behind, because at the end of the day, Jason, who unfortunately is not here today, he's the one who does all of our product development for ProAcryl, and I do a lot of the testing to help him out with that from time to time. And both himself and myself are painters, and we've been painters for a very, very long time. So we know what we're looking for the paint to do. And if it's not doing that, and we're not happy with the results that we're getting, Jason's not going to approve it. And I certainly will make it clear on my end that like this ain't doing what it's supposed to do. You know what I mean? So it's one of the benefits that we have coming into this.
Yeah.
And that's I think part of the reason why we're so beloved in the industry is because one, we love our community and we want to support our community to the biggest possible way we can. And two, we just make awesome products because we want to use them, right? We're not going to make a product like we wouldn't make a product just because it's popular. We make products that we think are an improvement for the community as a whole.
Chuck, how compare the current primers with the Pro Acryl rattle cans?
So the rattle cans are going to be great. They're going to be very familiar. They're going to feel very much like the Pro Acryl paints that you're used to. We have a special formulation for them, which works great.
I'm gonna use them like nonstop.
Yeah, anytime I'm painting an army, it takes way less time than pulling out an airbrush and getting everything done. And the nice thing is, I love that it's very accessible for people who are new to the hobby, which is great.
Yeah, or if you want to save your airbrush for layering or something like that, Right. And
I think that I don't know how much I can go into the details here, so I won't speak too much on it, but I think that you guys will be really happy with your when you're looking at it from a value perspective. So aside from the fact that they're going to be great primer and great product from a usability perspective, I think you're going to be very happy with the value of those products from a financial perspective as well. All of us here at the office, I think, are stoked about that. The rattle cans, they're going to be great.
Game delay, great video idea. Now imagine Christopher with a primer can in each hand, walking around spraying dishes, chairs, a door, using those nonstop. Shh. My whole house. I'll paint my house. I won't even think about it. Paint my house in Pro Acryl.
Paint my house with Pro Acryl. Oh my gosh! Can you imagine how much paint you'd have to buy to paint your house with Pro Acryl? Just like you think about you go to the hardware store and you're like, I'd like a couple gallons of paint, please, to paint my house.
Gabe and I had that video idea a while ago, getting a bucket of Pro Acryl and painting a room with it. You get like one of those, the Home Depot spray gun.
Oh gosh, just so much Pro Acryl.
That'd be an awesome video. A lot of Pro Acryl.
Would not be a cheap video either.
No.
Turns out we make artist grade paints. We don't make house paint.
We could paint a room. I want to paint a room with Pro Acryl one day. It's on my bucket list. Can't change this AP. We might. How fun would that video be? We got a bucket of Bold Titanium White. Got an industrial, paint sprayer from Home Depot or Lowe's, and just sprayed a room.
I mean, it would actually probably look a little weird. Only from the perspective of most people, like most houses are painted with a slight satin finish. They have that kind of eggshell finish, right? So imagine just looking at a pure matte like wall. It would look so different than what I would be used to.
I always, for filming purposes, I always get
matte paint.
As matte as possible.
Yeah.
You need a little sheen in there for protective coat, especially on your walls, right? If you want to clean them.
Yeah.
But obviously you can clean. But I always get flat, because flat white, because then I can actually project any color I want on it with an RGB light, and it becomes that color. So you get a multifaceted room by doing that. But edge highlight all the corners of the house real. That's funny.
Oh, just edge highlight your entire house.
Noosh to add some weathering. God. That's great.
I can't imagine.
Gabe's got an idea for a video coming up soon. that he wants to do with all of his goodies he got from Gen Con.
All right, so we're almost.
It's Wisconsin. The weather does the weathering. That's.
We're almost to the point here
We're gonna do a sassy wash.
where we can start doing the wash. Yeah. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to make sure that I pull all of the metallics together
Chat. Jordan can't hear me right now.
and leave.
Jordan can't hear me right now.
I can hear you right now.
No, I can't.
Uh-huh.
Don't let him believe it.
I will
Put
believe
a
it.
thumbs up in the chat.
No thumbs up in
Put
chat.
a thumbs up in the chat.
Nope, don't listen to him.
Because Jordan is going to paint me an entire 40k orc army.
I'm gonna throw something at
If I
him
get
over here in a
500,
second.
not 500, that's too many. I just need like a good additional 50 thumbs up
500.
for him to paint me.
He wants
more
you to
stuff.
put 500 thumbs up in
I didn't
chat.
say anything. What are we talking about? What?
I heard you. I heard everything you said.
You didn't hear a dang thing.
I most certainly did.
When we get into that wash, let's go. Oh.
Oh.
Volt.
Voltage fatso?
Voltage Fatso.
Voltage fatso.
Fatio.
Welcome back for your 5 months. Thank you so much for dropping us a sub.
There it
I
is.
hope you've been having a great time.
Welcome in. Paint equals one green screen can. You know, green screen paint is actually
Really expensive.
it is. Yes,
It's
and you
super
can, and
expensive.
it doesn't. You know, obviously you can use. It doesn't matter with the AI technology of cutting stuff out of your videos now. It's way easier, but old like green screen paint was relatively expensive. I know a friend in town who worked at a studio a while ago, and he would he'd have to paint those psych walls, big green screen walls. That
Mhm.
is expensive.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is that paint still pretty pricey? even now?
No, you honestly can just get away with any green paint.
I remember when we were back at Privateer many years ago, we were looking at,
If you like, there's official green screen paint, and it's pretty expensive.
yeah.
It's a certain code that it is.
Yeah, it's a very
but
particular
honestly,
green, right?
like you just can chroma key anything just about any day. So it's not too big a deal. What color are green? Any of our greens you could green screen, hypothetically.
Bright green's probably the best.
Bright green?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so. Well,
Because
yeah.
regular green is good.
Yeah.
It would work.
That or you
It's a
could do
little
blue.
dark.
Yeah. You could do
bright
blue.
green's kind of that right. It's almost kind of right between is what
Yeah.
it is for the actual green screen color.
Yep.
Um,
Plus, you could mask off too if you needed to in
Oh,
an
for
actual
sure.
editor.
how weird would it be if there were multiple different tones of green? How much would that screw everything up?
Well, kind of you have to kind of plan that out, right? Obviously, the reason why the green screen is the way it is because
It's a uniform, solid color.
well, not just that, it's just like the
Contrast.
the pea green, like the weird green screen color is such a unique color.
Mm-hmm.
99.9% of the time you're not going to get any conflicting shades or hues because it's such an out there color.
Yeah.
Most of the time with clothes, you just have to be careful. Like for example, when I green screen some of our products, right? Obviously we have green paint. So what you do is you go into the editor and you mask off, you make a duplicate layer and you mask a new
Color.
you basically mask the bottle out or the color that you're trying to keep. Like, so for example, if there was a green bottle on the table and it was behind a green screen, they're not going to be the same shades of green, but there could be some like variation. There could become some like light hitting it or blah, blah, blah. But all you'd have to do is mask that out in your layer, and then you could keep green on green. But most of the time, that if you have the right proper green, it's pretty much its own deal. So it's not too bad to answer your question.
Okay. Interesting.
Just all depends. But that's why you kind of plan it out and be like, hey, if there's too much green in the scene, that's why you use blue screen.
Yep.
But, I digress. Yeah, you can chroma Panic Bomb. You can chroma key. Yes, you can chroma key to pretty much any color you want.
As long as it gives good contrast against the other colors, right? That's basically the whole thing.
And my tip to everybody with green screen, get your subject as far away from that thing as possible so you don't have light bleed.
Oh, interesting.
Yep, because sometimes the light bleed from the green screen can get onto your subject and start chroma keying over your subject, and you'd have to ultra key, not ultra key, you'd have to rotoscope your whole subject.
Are you mostly talking about like
nonsense?
No, hold on. I'm asking like a legitimate question. Are you mostly talking about light when you're talking about light bleed? Are you talking about light that's reflecting off of the back of the green screen onto the subject? Is what you're talking about? Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, because the problem is with green screen is you need to light it entirely evenly.
Yep.
Because if you don't light your green screen at a solid exposure, you're going to have splotches, and it's going to be a lot harder to chroma key out, right? But you can do that with your subject anyway. So there's pretty easy techniques to get it to work pretty well. But yes, if it's like the green screen is like right behind you, it can sometimes bleed if the light is so harsh and the reflection of that green is on you, right?
Interesting.
So yes, you have to be relatively careful. That's why I always say like, take your subject away from the green screen so that no light gets on them. Yeah, because light bounces off of everything.
Right.
So
that was one of the things I was about to talk about, just for people who kind of may not be familiar with what we're talking about. Like
it's like what our models do, right? It's all about light. It's all about lighting.
Like everything in the world reflects light for the most part.
Yeah.
Well, even for the most part, when I say for the most part, there are specific paints and things that people have designed to not reflect light. When you're thinking about like the blackest black in the world,
I have seen a lot of those.
Vanta black, right?
Yeah.
They're designed specifically so that they reflect as little light as possible.
Right.
Because even in a really dark room, right? If there's any sort of light invasion into that room whatsoever, it's gonna bounce all around the room, and that creates the illumination that allows you to see, right? It's the light that's reflecting off all of the objects from that source and bouncing into your eye. So what'll happen is, like Chris was talking about, the light will, and you've probably seen this before when you hold your hand next to something, right? Like a wall or something like that. You'll see a reflection of the color of the wall on your hand. That happens with the green screen. And it makes it makes you partially green, which kind of obscures.
Which then messes with the chroma key.
Yeah.
But the overall, it's you can mask a subject to do it relatively easy, but that's why lighting's everything, especially when it comes to.
Bye, Jade. Bye, Chuck.
Yep. See you guys. It's you can. I mean, lighting is everything for video. I mean, you could say that's probably, well, no. I think audio, obviously you can't have a video without the physical video being recorded, but audio really makes a video, or video, the medium of a movie, I think, a thing. But lighting is, you can make any camera look amazing with proper lighting and reflections and being able to like reflect light onto your subject and all that. Crasher says, I've got a bottle of the black 2.0. Yes, it's very black. It's not like it's depicted on film or pics.
Yeah, you don't really get the
What's
full...
black 2.0? It's that weird.
It's one black. Of the other sort of like ultra black.
And
like
after a day of the
exterior.
dust falling on what you're painting is not anywhere near as black as black. Yeah, the dust is probably not good for that.
Yeah, that stuff is super weird. It's just so different than what we as humans are used to seeing in the world, right? Which is why it's so jarring when you see it in person.
Mm-hmm.
Because you expect there to be some light.
Well, I mean,
even though you're like, this is black, I should be able to see.
Looking at this, right? Like, look at this. This is a blue wall. This is the same color of wall behind Baby J.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see blue here and you can see black over there, right? It's just the way, like that on our stream, your background looks black.
Yep.
But it's not.
Yep.
So that's why I personally like having bounces everywhere. So that's why if you go into a small room and paint the whole thing white, you're able to control your light. Or if you paint the back wall white and then all three of your other walls are black, then you can really manipulate your light so that it's literally just the light that's casting. But anyway.
Sorry, we're getting into nerd talk here.
Getting into nerd paint lighting. And everybody, we're getting ready for our main topic of the day, coming back to it on...
Don't you do it.
Overall, and I don't know if you guys knew this, chat. And
say
I just want you to really think about this one.
Don't even think about it.
Oh, you're thinking I'm talking about the commitment you made earlier.
I made no commitment.
About painting my whole 40K
I
army.
don't know what you're talking about.
Gonna do it. No. Chat, there's a very specific way how to paint on Tuesdays. Very specific.
Yeah?
Totally different. Well,
Tell
that's
me
what you're going
about
to teach us right now. You gave me a 4-hour tutorial about a month ago on how to paint on Tuesdays, and it blew my mind. So, chat, we're about to get that in the next 15 minutes, so stay tuned.
I don't know what he's talking about. He's lying.
Don't see. You know what's so funny is like people easily can just deny things on stream when I just want them to give me the facts. You know.
I'm giving you the truth right here, Christopher.
You can't handle the truth. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. Okay, here's one question from Derpstick. What Pro Acrylic paints would you need to paint a base to look like ocean watercolors before putting some transparent water texture over it? Great question. I can't wait for this answer.
That's a great question, actually. Wow, that's a cool question.
Jordan, show us something that requires this question to be answered.
So there's a couple of different ways that you can go about it, right? Because you're thinking about, you want to kind of think about the environment of what, like where this setting is at. If we're on a beach in the Caribbean, right, we might have this like really, really rich turquoisey blue sea, right? Or we might be in a forest at a waterfall, in which case the water is going to be darker and a little bit more murky in color. And that will kind of change how we approach that feel. I think in general, and like the ocean is a different one, right? That's a little bit more deeper blue with some lighter blues and less turquoises than what you would see otherwise. So if you can give me a little bit of a background, I think we can help nail down something that I think will work really good for you. Mr. Depsick.
What if you had an empty base? Do you have an empty base up there to show us?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't. Well, you don't
I
need.
have
To, yeah,
something.
you don't have to do it. You could just, you don't have to do it. Yeah, we could just do it. You know, I'm gonna chat. Oh, look at that. He's gonna make an ocean, chat. Get ready. I'm gonna guess. He's gonna use for the base layer Dark Sea Ben. Maybe.
that's definitely one of the options you can go with.
Definitely labeled that.
It's definitely labeled that.
Derpstick says, was thinking about doing half a beach and the other half being water. I love those little concepts.
Got it. So we're thinking like
So like tide. The tide's
Tides,
coming in,
yeah.
yeah. One of my Gargants.
What kind of sand? Are we going for like yellowy
Dark jade? That's a
sandstone-y
good one.
sand, or are we talking about like a rocky beach?
We're talking like the white sands of whatever that place
White
is
sands
called?
of white blah 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 blah.
Or are
blah,
we
blah.
talking about rocky beaches? Or just a standard beach? Dark jade would also be a nice color, says Crasher. Yep, it would be. Dark jade's a cool color. I just painted a bunch of my models with dark jade. Ooh, what's that? That's
This
Payne's gray.
Nope.
Dark gray blue.
Nope. This is just dark blue.
That was a test, and I didn't pass.
Yeah.
It was a test, and it didn't work. Oh. Yikes. D-Day Beach would not be a pretty sight.
So the deeper the water that you're looking into, the darker the color, right? That's why when you look directly down at water, the light is just dissipating as it's going through the water. And as you get to shore, the color of the water becomes a lot less murky or dark, and you get a lot more brightness and color in it.
What color is that right there?
This is just blue
Blue? Okay.
into the dark blue.
Right. Very nice.
So, and remember, you want to use, like, texture is actually really going to be your friend here.
Yep.
I'm doing kind of like a textured wet blend here. Where I'm kind of stippling.
Okay.
Or kind of irregularly moving my brush between the layers of these two colors.
Yep.
So that they have kind of a beaten bronze type, like hammered metal effect. And that'll sell the feeling that there's ripples and waves in the water. And then if you want to go more into the kind of teal section, the teal options here, which I think looks really good. You move into bright jade, bright jade for sure. This kind of gets you that a little bit of sea foamy color. And there's a lot of different colors that you can use here, so don't feel like you have to just use these colors.
Look at that.
But the seafoam color you get right as it transitions between that kind of lighter blue as you get closer to the beach and the actual ripples of the waves themselves. So where it breaks, you get the wave breaks and it turns white.
Yeah, that's a good point, Crasher. The wet blending also sells the look. The water's agitated and sand or air bubbles from the wave actions.
Correct.
All right, the color differences. Yep. Very cool.
And this is just kind of a rough example, right? This is not something that you'll spend a little bit more time kind of blending these out, getting a little bit more of these irregular blends. But at least you can get the idea as we're working this in here. And I'll grab a little bit of white blue.
I love white blue. White blue is one of my favorite, like, dry brushing little techniques I got going on. I do have, Derpstick says, I do have the golden texture paste, which I probably use for the beach base. It'd probably be on a dreadnought base, so I have to make more room to do with it. Yeah, you know what would be cool? On the, I don't know how it would look, but you do the golden earth texture paste, and then a dry brush of like a lighter, like maybe like light umber or olive flesh on it to make it look like sand. I'd have to give it a whirl.
And you can see as I'm kind of doing this
Oh.
weird stippling effect, I'm creating more of that texture.
Yeah.
Let me put more of that white down.
Yes, the bright jade adds a bit of sandier color to the blue. Yep, it's getting shallower. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so if you were to look at like the profile of a beach, right, from a sky view, let me see if I can get this without the.
It's pretty good.
Right,
I like that workup.
That's
on
a pretty darn good.
And then like on sand and stuff, and then you could add like that white texture paste, like what they were saying.
There's so many different ways that you can approach doing like a sandy ripples, that sort of thing. And I mean, you could even pull it back, right? Like you can do another wave of
what about
of these colors,
what about
right?
our snow?
So you could come back here.
Our snow texture would be kind of cool for like foamy ripples, maybe.
Yeah. So you can actually show.
You know what I'm talking about, though, Jordan?
A wave. Hold on one second. Let me show. Yeah. Showing you how to do a wave out that's like rolling into the beach.
Oh, go like it's going backwards.
Well, it's coming in, right? The waves kind of roll into the
see.
beach, and then you can kind of get that effect by just adding those peaks.
Yeah.
On out here. Oh, that's way too much. Ooh, way too much.
I gotcha. Yep.
And the most important part is this white needs to be on the edge.
Yeah.
Of this coming in.
That's where the foam rippling is happening.
Right. Then you want to add a little bit more
foam
of the
rippling, whatever the bubbles, the foam, sea foam.
A little bit of this behind. And use a lot of reference. Pull up some happy little waves. We're painting some happy little waves.
We're painting some happy little waves with Jordan Lamb on a Tuesday. This is
and you'll kind of see these waves as they like if you look at what's a picture of a coastline is a great way to see this.
Yeah.
Like if you look at picture of the coastline in Miami or California or Mexico, the Caribbean, places like that, you'll see how you get this wave that crashes into shore, and then you have these waves that come in a little bit behind, and they throw up the foam as the wave kind of curls over, and it creates that peaking where you get the foaminess from the wave, right? And you'll get layers on layers of this. So you'll have like one here, you could have one back here. You can even have them start coming out here. As they go further and further out, they have less of the green to them. They'll still have a little bit of it, but not a ton. Just remember, right? The more unsettled the water is, the more of that bright peaking you're going to have, and the thinner or the less water that light is traveling through, the more blue it's going to look. And the reason why it starts to look more green is because you're seeing yellow underneath it, right? From the yellow beaches. So if you think about a filter over like an ochre color or like a sandy color with a blue filter, what does it look like? It looks like that kind of seafoamy green.
Right.
So that's what you're seeing a lot of the time.
Now, I think a good replacement for like that texture water would be our snow.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to do texture, that would work really, really well for like ripples along the water.
I have
for
like
sure.
Some of that fake water right?
Yeah.
That woodland scenics, like fake water or whatever.
Well, the best part too is that it's the right texture. It's also the right color.
Yeah, because I have rocks all around it, and I painted those rocks, but they need to like clash on something. That's what I should try.
Yep.
Shoot, I should have brought that in today so that we could have tried it, chat.
But I think this is a great example
cool.
for you, for sure.
Yeah.
And the colors that we used dark blue, blue, bright jade, I believe it was.
Yep.
And then white blue. That's it. 4 colors. And it's a nice
looks great.
representation of that.
That's some good looking water there, Jordan. I like it. Very nice.
Happy little waves.
Happy Little Waves by Jordan Lamb on a Tuesday.
Happy little waves.
Thank you for doing that little tutorial.
You are most welcome.
Who was that for? I think that was for Crasher.
That was for Derpstick.
Derpstick, yeah. Derpstick, hopefully that helped.
And yes, reference images are your best friend.
Yes.
Cannibalistic Zombie is 100% correct. Making me thirsty.
Making me thirsty. Mr. Turner.
Mr. Turner.
You must be good and lost to find a place that can't be found.
Such a good movie. Such a good movie.
We call the Monkey Jack. Yeah, that's a great movie. Ooh, look at that little rust effect there.
This isn't rust. This is.
Is it? Oh, I'm sorry.
These are like little leather pouches.
Oh, little leather pouch. What color is that?
This is a mixture of caramel brown and warm brown.
Nice. Ooh.
So I based it all on warm brown.
That's good.
And then I'm just going over it with a slightly lighter color. Not being super worried about the texturing on it. Just making sure that we've got a little bit of brightness there to create contrast. There's a lot of straps on this model.
So, if you're just now tuning in, we're about to hit that 10-minute mark, right?
Yes, Christopher.
We're about to hit that 10-minute mark, chat, and I just need you all to know that we're getting to that part of the stream where we start reevaluating our commitments that were made in the previous last hour and 50 minutes, and I just need everybody to know that Jordan definitely committed to A, painting my 40K army, and B, the last 5 minutes of stream, he's going to explain in detail how you actually paint on a Tuesday.
Damn it, Eli. I need help. I need some legal
welcome in.
help.
How goes the chaos with the boys? You know what? It's going good.
Well, the chaos goes well with the
10
boys.
whole minutes.
What's up, Awkwardish?
Yeah.
How you doing today? I hope you're having a great time. We have been here talking about how to paint.
We painted
Sea,
we painted a beach.
beach.
We talked about lighting.
Yeah,
We've talked about a lot today.
Yeah, we talked. It was a very, very instructional.
See, that's what I do when I come on to stream chat. I am looking after you because we take the time to do this. Questions are good. Thumbs up in the chat for Jordan and his commitments. Can't help you, Jordan. The thumbs up contract is not only legally binding, but it is a sacred trust. You know what, game Lee? You know what's up.
I can't help you, Jordan.
You can't. He's my lawyer now.
Jeez.
There's Wad. Thank you for those thumbs up.
And hello, Awkwardish.
Ooh,
It will be great
Awkwardish.
to see you next week.
I can't wait to see it. I'm going to take a picture of it. How about that?
Oh, nice.
That'll be fun.
Very excited for Capital Pilot this
Do we
year.
have a chat for Nova yet?
No.
We should make that.
I don't think so. Unless Gabe made one. Gabe might have made one.
I don't know.
He
We'll
was.
look it up.
We were talking to him about it the other day. Gabe, do we have it? Is it alive?
Gabe,
Chat?
let's see if
Does it
Gabe's
exist?
lurking in chat. I don't think he is.
That guy.
Little Leather Pouches is my 89's cover band. That's comedy.
That's a good one.
Bud, that was great. Yeah, we've had a lot of shenanigans, but chat, I make sure that when I come on the stream that we learn something every time. Go back and watch all the craziness, even getting through my little comments and all that and giving Jordan a hard time. There it is. Monument Phillip with a thumbs up.
Nope.
From left field.
Get out of here, Monument
There it
Phillip.
is. 3:51 p.m. on a Tuesday.
What are you doing in chat? You should be working.
Oh, he's working. You want to know what he's doing? Even though he totally told me to get a life earlier, he is making you commit.
Get a life, Christopher. Get a life.
Take it easy. Same time every day. Well, Monday through Friday.
Bushman, thank you for hanging out.
Thank you so much.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
I thought we always just learned.
We will see you tomorrow.
Wild card. Campbell, yes, that is true. I am the one they pick when no one else can do it. So when I'm on here, it's gonna be a good time, and I'm gonna make everyone pay. That's right. I make people I make people follow up. Cannibal. That's right. Especially Jordan. He's got to pay the piper, and it's with a 40K army. It's gonna happen, chat. I know we're joking.
I ain't paying no piper. There ain't no piper
You
who can make
painting
me
a piper?
pay.
What are you talking about?
Nope.
All right, chat. It's 3:52. You guys know what that means.
Nope. We're not
In 3
casting any
minutes.
votes.
No, we've already made that vote.
Nope. No votes.
The
to be
Ice
cast.
King says thumbs up emoji in quotations. Or not quotations, parentheses. Which either means you type that out for comedy purposes or your device does not have emojis.
Oh, Christopher.
Jordan, first of all, you're
Yes.
paying that army. Second of all, I can't wait to tell everyone about my journey here today, about learning how to paint water on a beach.
Exciting.
Why go on vacation when you can just paint it?
Are you gonna talk to your main man Chance about it tonight?
No.
Wow.
I'll be-
that hurts my soul.
Nah.
Thought we were friends.
Me too. Until you betray
I'm definitely
me.
not painting that silly army of yours.
Whoa! So you're telling me there was a chance?
Nope. None.
Ah, chat thumbs up for Mr. Jordan painting my army.
Not.
The Ice
happening.
King says, it's really wild watching you paint. I was the guy who asked about the white, yellow, and your red cloak tutorial on YouTube. My friend didn't comprehend how it was possible. I told him those guys don't F around, man. It's real. Keep up the great... Thank you so much, Ice King. We really appreciate that.
Thank you so much, Ice King. That's
Jordan
awesome.
is an excellent painter. I learn something every time we make one of those shorts. I literally learn something.
It makes me happy that is the case.
It's so true. I like painting sunsets, puppies, and long walks on the beach. What? That makes me feel warm inside. Thank you. I like that. I like that image. It is, Ice King. The orange and red transparent is real magic. Our transparents are magic, everybody.
It's true. I'm very excited about an upcoming video that we have.
We do have a video
It's
coming.
so close.
We just are wrapping up a little bit, but you guys will expect a transparent video coming very
And
soon.
this is not just a short either, folks.
Nope.
This is
So
a
it's video.
full-on tutorial video.
Awkward. I'm glad you picked those up. That's awesome. They're super cool.
What did
I
Awkward
use
pick up?
transparent brown and transparent green all the time. Awkward has just said I picked them up. I'm assuming those are the transparents.
Nice. Love it. Loving it.
Yeah, they're super cool. I love our transparent brown. I use that color all the time. Ooh, Candlelistic's on me. What paints to bring with me to Nova? That'll be fun. It'll be fun to meet you.
Should we give him a little bit of a teaser?
A teaser?
Yeah,
For which one?
for the video. We're not going to tell them anything, but we can show them something.
Oh, you could.
What do you think, Christopher?
You could. You only have 4 minutes to teach us how to paint on a Tuesday.
Well, I'm not teaching. I'm not teaching anything about it.
Yeah, show them an example. Which one are you thinking about?
The pouches.
Oh,
I got it right here in front of me.
Yeah. Check this out, chat. Check out that leather.
So,
Woo!
this is one of the things that we show you guys about on the video.
It's super fun to watch the transparent brown at work like that.
Yep.
You can explain it a little bit if you want to.
Oh, you guys gotta wait for the video. It's coming very soon.
It is true.
It's coming very soon.
It is coming it is a fun, you guys will like that. For me, it's very satisfying filming that stuff on a personal level, because like when you see it just come to life and you just watch the colors on your screen, it's actually really fun.
The gasp I just gasped.
Well, it's 3:57, Jordan.
3:57. I think it's time for a wash.
Yeah, that leather came out great, you guys. You guys will like it. It is Cannibal. After seeing that,
that's not the only thing you guys get to see either. There's more.
There's some good stuff. Definitely
it
some
is
good stuff.
A jam-packed video full of tons of great information.
It is.
It really, really is. So I think both Christopher and I are beyond stoked to be able to share that with you guys.
It's something that we want to work into our workflow to get out more consistently. We're trying to get the formula down just like we've gotten down with our shorts. You know, we've gotten to a really good work flow here of just what we're doing, how we film it, how we get it out, what day we get it out, being consistent.
Yep.
You know, so that we can just show you guys. You can imagine how you would use it is the main goal. Especially with transparents. Transparents are like, I mean, there's 1,000 different things you could do.
Correct.
I'm trying to think what I use my transparents most for. Mainly making like washes with a glaze and wash medium or something is what I primarily do it for. My favorite colors for leather are warm brown, sienna. Yeah. Uh-huh. You really pro'd my acryl. That's great. Well, Jordan.
Yeah?
With 1 minute left, what did we learn today?
We learned that I'm throwing some flesh wash on this model.
Jordan will send us out
to darken up this model
once he is finished with his wash. And you guys, here is how I'll briefly tell you how to paint on a Thursday.
On a Thursday?
Oh my goodness! Did I say it was Thursday?
You most certainly did.
I'm a hot little potato right now. Fried. You want to know how you paint on Tuesdays? You pick up that brush and you start painting like any other day. That's it. It's 4 o'clock.
Are no different. They're just
as
special as any other day.
Jordan, that was your cue to take us out.
Nope.
That was like my like curtain moment.
I'm keeping here.
Jordan!
We're trapping Christopher. That was like
a perfect close.
We're trapping Christopher here.
Oh, you don't. I'm a 24-hour stream man. Don't tempt me. I'll go all night.
Yeah, game delay. Really? Yeah, 2 whole hours for that advice? Gosh.
Game delay.
My goodness.
I thought you were my lawyer.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on stream today. We are looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Don't forget we stream 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Christopher is going to go ahead and throw up some links in the chat for you guys to click on.
I'm throwing them up, chat.
You're not clicked on anything, by the way.
That was a test.
There you go. We got the store link here for you guys to purchase all of the wonderful products that Monument Hobbies makes. We are the makers of Procryl, all the paints that we use here on stream. So come check us out. Pick up some of the wonderful paints that we've been using here on stream. Make sure you guys check out the FLJS link as well. It's a great place to find local game stores near you that will carry our paints, so you don't have to wait for shipping, or if you live in a place where it's a little bit more difficult to get stuff shipped to.
Yep.
Local game stores, we love to have you guys support them, so make sure to check that out.
Thank you guys so much. This was fun.
Yeah.
We learned a lot today.
We did.
We learned a lot about commitment, chat.
Yes, we did.
And following through
Yep.
and promises.
Mm-hmm.
And for
Speaking
sure,
of promises,
actual promises.
Make sure you guys promise us to check out the Discord.
That's right.
We have so many wonderful followers on there
We do.
who, get up-to-date notes on what's going on and all the cool stuff that we do on there, Discord challenges, stuff like that. It's a great place to hang out and talk nerd stuff.
That's right.
And, we got the YouTube. We've been talking about the YouTube all day, so check it out.
That's right.
We're going to find somebody to raid, send you guys into the weekend. Oh my gosh. Send you guys into the evening.
We've said that a bunch.
I know. With a little bit more hobby goodness.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for having me. Who knows when I'll be on next. And we'll see you guys next time.
Back when you grow more hair.
Back when I grow more hair. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
All right,
I need another
everybody.
10 inches.
You guys all have a good night.
Good night, everyone.